So how exactly did the Gr8 One get started with training? Now, first and foremost, note that I didn't specify. I didn't say sports training, fitness training, whatever it may be. I just said training, all right? That's for you to understand that it hasn't been a straightforward road. You know, there've been a lot of turns, there've been a lot of twists for me to get to where I am today. But, you know, let me take you back all the way to where it all began. Now, this journey literally starts with a YouTube video. I mean, it just had to be YouTube, all right? And a man named CT Fletcher, or CT the trainer, as he was called back in the day. And, you know, my brother and I were just surfing YouTube. You know, YouTube was like something new to us back then. We're like, hey, we can just search videos and find anything. And we came across a CT Fletcher video, and this guy is bicep curling in his video, commanding his bicep to grow. He's talking to his biceps as he's doing preacher curls. You know, he's going, I command you to grow, and he's got like these veins popping out of his guns. And you know, I'm watching this, I'm like, what am I seeing here? What am I seeing? And he's not even counting reps. This dude is just going and he's going and he's going, talking to his biceps, commanding them to grow. And the energy was just next level in that video. I just got hooked just like that. Now understand, at this point, I'm not even thinking about, hey, maybe this training could help me, you know, athletically in my, you know, sport or whatnot. No. I was just naturally gifted. I was just winging it in sport. This right here was all based on vanity. I wanted to look good. You know, I wanted guns like CT. And CT used to have this t-shirt, this Superman t-shirt, calling himself Black Superman before Idris Elba did the whole thing, you know, in that Hobbs and Shaw spinoff. And my goodness me, man, I was caught. I caught the bug. And I was like, you know what? I can look like that. I mean, are you telling me I can look like this guy? And, you know, unfortunately, you have all this energy, you know, and you want to explore things. And very quickly I found out, like, yeah, looking like CT just wasn't gonna happen overnight. I couldn't even do push-ups. That's how bad it was. Now understand, I'm like 11 years old, almost turning 12, and you know, I've got this excitement, like, oh, my CT on, I can look like that guy. I want to look like that guy. And literally started training for all about maybe 2 hours, you know, tried and failed and quit all in one day. Okay, but then I just couldn't forget that video. Couldn't forget it. Seeing CT, seeing what he looked like, you know, and it was like, I need to give this another try. And so weeks go by, I give it another try, fail, give it another try, fail. And back home, we used to have these old dumbbells, like homemade dumbbells made out of like molten iron. And they were like 5 pounds, a pair of two, and it's like 5 pounds each. That's like what, 2.5 or something kilos. And I couldn't even lift one of them. I tried bicep curling, I couldn't. And so I was like, okay, cool, listen, there's no way around this. I'm going to have to master the push-ups. And I tried and tried, and to no avail at all. And so around about this time, my brother's playing rugby, and him and his friend, Bruce, okay, they are now buying all these Flex magazines, Men's Health magazines, and, you know, they're trying to figure it out too. Like, hey, how can we get jacked? How can we, you know, get bigger? Because, you know, it's going to be easier to play the sport, easier to dominate. Coaches are also putting pressure on them to, you know, get bigger. Like, yeah, y'all need to get swole, go to the gym, etc. And, you know, my brother and I were 3 years apart, but I used to like hang out with them a lot. You know, I was always with him and his friend Bruce. And so when they're going through this phase, where they're seeing these mags, seeing these guys, I'm also there, man. So I'm like living this. I'm like, oh, damn, it's not just CT. There's more of these guys. Like, what is going on, man? And so that's when they discovered creatine. And so they're talking about creatine, you know, like, we didn't get pocket money back then, so it was literally hustling. And so they're trying to figure out, like, okay, cool, if we hustle like this, then we save the money, we can afford to buy the creatine. We won't be able to buy the whey protein, we won't be able to buy the mass gainer, but we can afford to buy the creatine. And then, yeah, the creatine's got this much servings, so we're going to be able to use it for this amount of time. It's going to, you know, it says here in the mag that the creatine's going to, you know, give us increased strength, increased muscle size and whatnot. And I'm there, I'm listening, I'm like, oh, okay, that's what creatine does? Oh, okay. So I'm like, hey, I ain't got no money though. Like these guys are like talking about their savings, how they're gonna do this, do that. And I'm like, man, I need in on this action. I mean, I need to look like CT, man. I want to look like CT. I need in on this action. And so I'm like, hey, yo, what about me? Hey, when y'all, get your creatine, don't forget me, get me one too. And so they're like, hey, listen, Dion, I mean, we'll get you the creatine. And understand, back then, like the creatine was like $20. It was actually $20 for, I think it was a 500 gram container creatine monohydrate. And so like, hey, listen, Dion, it's simple. We'll buy it for you. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, good looking out for a brother. And they're like, one tiny condition. You have to do 20 push-ups. Oh, my goodness me, man. This was it. All I have to do is 20 push-ups and give myself creatine. That's $1 a push-up. And so I'm like, what? 20 push-ups and I get the creatine? Bit. Get down. Go 1, 2. And I don't come up for the third. Oh my goodness, it's embarrassing. And now I'm fighting. I'm trying to fight to come up for that third. And it's not coming. And these guys are just, you could tell. You could just see it in their eyes. They were disappointed. But they're like, hey, dude, we'll give you time. Take a break. Go again. Try to go again. This is after taking a break. I couldn't even get 1 rep. So understand, I've only managed to do 2 reps, 2 push-ups. Even after resting, I have not been able to do another push-up. And it's bad. So they're like, hey, listen, you know what? You can do an assisted push-up variation. So they're like, listen, you can put your hands on the bench. It'll make it easier. Give us what? The last 18 reps. This is on a bench, right? So I'm elevated. Now it's easier for me to do the push-ups. I go 1, I go 2, I don't come up for the third. So I've got 4 push-ups out of 20. I need to get 20 to get this creatine monohydrate. And so now they're hyping me up. Come on, Dion. Let's go, Dion. Let's get it. Come on, Dion. Get up, get up, get up. And it just did not happen. It just did not happen. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I can't lift the dumbbells. I can't even lift my own body weight. What is going on? And my goodness me. Guys, I'm gonna stop the story here. This is part 1. Because yes, this is quite the trip down memory lane, and I need to tell this right, all right? I'm not going to sell it short. This is part 1 of the story. Part 2 will be coming. Let's get it.